Hello, YouTube. It is I, the special great sorcerer of the anime manga sphere, SSJ Cody, and today I want to take a moment to talk to you about one of my favorite characters in all of anime, name probably all of manga history. The reason for my epitaph, special great sorcerer on the anime manga sphere, I'm going to talk to you today about the genius of Satoru Gojo and why I think he is one of the most iconic characters of Jujutsu Kaisen. Gojo is a lot more than just an overpowered character than what Gege Akutami sets him out to be. While he isn't just the strongest of the series, he is one of the most complex characters. I feel that his blend of arrogance, his humor, and he has like these really deep emotional moments throughout Jujutsu Kaisen 0 all the way through Hidden Inventory and then even into the final later half of the Shinjuku Showdown. I think that's what we call it, right? Because I don't want to spoil anyone until we get to a point, but I think like everything that happens in the Jujutsu Kaisen world changes because of his presence in the story, and I think his presence entirely changes like the entire Jujutsu world. Gojo's let's just go through everything that I love about him. His philosophy. He's someone who wants to change everything in the world. When we start off in Hidden Inventory, we see that he believes that the strong should always be strong and that we should always use our strength for self gain. And that he's very self absorbent, self arrogant, and is very I don't need to help anything. Why should I need to lower a veil? Why do I need to do anything like that? He's a very arrogant man. But in through becoming Rika's guardian and protecting her and seeing how fragile these lives can be, even how important they are to Jujutsu society, he's ready to break all of it just because he deems himself the strongest. And he's ready to break it all for that fragile human. So even though he doesn't believe in protecting the weak, he's ready to do the right thing just because it is the right thing to do. Gojo has a very, it's not just he's arrogant and selfish. Like even before he even had that moment with the principal and Gato, he said he was ready to defy all of the jujutsu world to give her a normal life. That's that's deep. And that's just him as a teenager. I think that moment also defines why he puts so much faith in the next generation with Yuta, Hikari, Yuji, Megumi. He uh, I feel like that moment is what really showed him that the jujutsu world is corrupt and that he can't change it on his own, because in trying to change it on his own he lost what would have been his, what is his best friend, and I'd argue almost soulmate in the entire series. But Gojo's uh it's almost like a blessing and a curse. Like the it's ironic that Gojo is the strongest because in being the strongest in the series, he's almost isolated himself from the rest of the world. He has no one that can relate to the level of power that is put on his shoulders. Like throughout Hidden Inventory, when uh, what was his name? Nanami's friend. I want to say Habari, but I don't think that's his name. Man, comment below if you remember Nanami's friend's name, because man, I'm drawing a blank. That's crazy. But Nanami was saying, why can't we just put it all on Gojo's shoulders? Why can't he just do everything? He's so strong, and like unable to relate to Gojo. And then spoilers for chapter 236 of Jujutsu Kaisen. This is when I'm going to start going into spoilers, I guess. So if you don't want any spoilers, I'm sorry. But when Gojo was passing on into the next life, Nanami even criticized him then. What are you, some kind of war general or something? Like, who wants to die like that? I don't think I can relate to you, but I can respect it. And so nobody, even in death, could he even relate to them. And like, it just feels like as much as like everyone puts this burden on him, he knows he has it. He has this burden of being the strongest. Like despite how arrogant he is about it, in the final chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen, he knew that he was like, there was a moment he might not be enough to beat Sukuna. He told Yuji, you guys might have to pick up the slack if I don't come through with this. Like, I feel like he it's ironic that he is the strongest because nobody wants to look at him as a character more in depth than the strongest. And that's ironic because of that. He is so much more complex because too many people overlook it because he is the strongest. But there's a reason he is the strongest. He literally is the trump card of the universe. For as long as when Gojo was born, as it was stated in Shibuya, once he was like brought into this world, everything changed. Cursed spirits and even curse users were like scared out of their minds. 4-year-old Gojo scared those two grandpa and granny curse users like out of their minds just looking at them. Gojo was the first person to see Toji, and which like I think almost resulted in Toji like crashing out and leaving the Zenin clan. Like, if he were to be removed from the entire story, we wouldn't have had. Well, number one, I mean, Yuta's dead, Yuji's dead. I mean, the Sukuna fingers eventually would come back because without anyone to keep Kenjaku in place, like, who's to stop Kenjaku from making his ultimate plan on the world? Who's to keep Gato in balance when they need that good sense of morality to pull them back? Who's to stop the Night of 100 Demon Parades? Who's there to stop Gato from being murked by Toji in Hidden Inventory? You literally cannot remove Gojo from the story because of how much impact he's had on it. I mean, look, maybe now am I rambling too much? I feel like I'm rambling too much, but I always get like this because Gojo, whether you like, regardless of his passing in the manga, he has without a doubt, he has without a doubt changed the Jujutsu world forever. In the impact on his students, on the impact on Yuta and his goals and becoming the strongest. He impacted Yuji on giving him a new outlook on life, and he saved Megumi as a child. He has he's just great. He really is. He's really just one of the best anime characters to have been made, one of the best manga characters to have been created, and I just really wanted to gush about him for a couple minutes and just tell you all why I love Gojo so much. And I want to hear why you all love Gojo so much. Or if you all have a favorite anime character that makes y'all feel like this, let me know who it is in the comments. And thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day.